Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Boxing Empire. Back to boxing. Now, Jermall Charlo was interviewed along with his brother. They're talking back and forth. The reporter asked him about Triple G and if he was willing to fight him. Jermall Charlo said he's gonna have to see me sooner or later. That was a quote. And he actually talked about hunting down Triple G and finding him. And Jermall Charlo talked about Triple G needs to fight fighters that dare to be great. He talked about how he's undefeated, how he's basically a world champion, moved up in weight, and how he's gonna get those titles at 160, and he's going for greatness. And it was a really good interview by Jermall Charlo, man. He's talking about Lions only, and he was getting hype with his brother. It was crazy because I mean Jermall and Jermell, they got the same haircut, they're not the same glasses, but man, I didn't know who was who for a minute. I thought Jermell was Jermall and Jermall was Jermell for a minute. But I actually figured out who was who eventually. But it was crazy, man. I mean, Jermall talking about being great and fighting the best of the best, and how Triple G, he's fighting really good fighters, and Canelo Alvarez, they both fighting really good fighters, but they're trying to be great too, and eventually, Titans clash. So it was really exciting to hear about Jermall talking about he's gonna have to see me sooner or later, and there's not too many big name fighters at 160, I guess. I mean, how people really become big name in nowadays in sports? I mean, if a top name fights you, you put up a mediocre performance, you're a big name after that, man. Everyone's gonna know your name because you probably just didn't have the proper promotion until you fought the biggest name in your division. Think of David Lemieux, or even like a Daniel Jacobs. No one knew who the guy was. Everyone thought he was a nobody because he got knocked up a Prague until he fought Triple G. People, even after the Peter Cullen win, people still didn't see him as a threat, until he fought Triple G and he put a really good performance on, and now he's in the big name, So really, these fighters are really good fighters. They just need publicity, man. They just need publicity. And once they fight the biggest fight in their lives, most of the time they do pretty good, or they do decent enough to become, known and get a fan base a little bit, I think of Willie Monroe. He fought Triple G pretty well, even though his last performance wasn't the best. But, people know who he is now. So I'm really excited to hear about Jermall talking about he's going to have to see me sooner or later, talk about hunting down Triple G and fighting him. I hope that fight will happen. It'll be really exciting. Jermall actually talked about fighting top 10 opponents. He said top 15, top 10, but it's mostly likely top 10 opponents in his next fight. He's only fighting top 10 opponents, and he already beat the number one mandatory. So, I mean, that's 9 more people you got to fight out of the top 10. You already beat one of the 10. So you inherently took that spot, right? We all know Canelo is actually the mandatory for Triple G versus Canelo, so he's the number one spot. So we'll see, man. In my opinion, I'm not too sure about the rankings, but I think David Lemieux has to be up there somewhere. And if not, if he isn't top 5, he probably will be after his next opponent. So it's really exciting. I mean, if anything, people really want to see Jermall Charlo versus David Lemieux. That'd be a really good fight. David Lemieux can bang. He can fight. He has really good body shots. I think he's actually getting better, man. After that Curtis Stevens knockout, that was the most devastating knockout I've seen in the year. It was shocking, and it caught me off guard. I mean, it caught me off guard. I mean, he hit hard. I mean, he looked good the whole fight. It was incredible, actually. But we'll see. We'll see what happens with Jermall Charlo and his next opponent, man. I'm glad he's calling out Triple G and Canelo. He's been doing it for a while now. But it's time to fight the best of the best now. Now you're in his division. Now you're in his world. It's different fighting smaller guys, but now you're fighting bigger guys now with more power. And they know what you're about. There's no underestimating no one. If anything, Jermall Charlo should be a threat to these 160 guys, and they might come in better than they ever have before. So I'm really excited to see whoever fights Jermall Charlo next. You need big names. People really want to see Daniel Jacobs fight him too. Possibility since Daniel Jacobs is signed with Eddie Hearn, so he's fighting in the UK, and Jermall Charlo versus Daniel Jacobs would be definitely a big fight. So we'll see what happens, man. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Boxing Empire. Peace.